you don't see them on the field, but they're the ones that they can see it all. And I in last week, I think Aaron and I maybe weren't on the same page. I was second guessing. Last night we were on the same page together. What he was seeing, I was seeing down from the field, and we were making those adjustments and going. But we had a great game all around. Like I said, 21-0. We don't have to score a lot of points if we don't give up very many points. But like defensively, man, Isaac Bruns had covered number 2. We were scared of his speed, and Isaac stayed with him all night. Aiden McGuire, everybody talks, Evan, and Evan's a phenomenal football player. McGuire at the other end, that kid's a dude, and he showed that last night. Our linebackers, I thought, did a really good job. Caden kind of had to come out a little bit, so Jace Kalupa stepped in and did some good things. Ashton Schwab did some good things. Our interior, we're rotating quite a few guys, just trying to get guys in, get guys out, give them breathers. But I thought our defensive backs, all levels, our D-line, I think, played really well. Linebackers, along with those D linemen, really hemmed them up from being able to really get any big runs. And when they did go for the deep shot, we had bodies there, and it was just an exciting night. There was a lot of pressure throughout the week. That was, I felt probably the most pressure going into this week than maybe I have ever. Just because I know how good we can be. I know how our expectations and the kids' expectations and the community's expectations, and dropping that week one game, which, again, a tough football team that we lost to, but we needed this win real bad. It wasn't going to be a repeat of last year going 0-2, and that's what we talked about all week. Don't get that feeling again of leaving that game and wondering what if, and we didn't have any what ifs last night. We came and brought it.
But yeah, back to what you said about you and Coach Sellers being on the same page. From where I was standing, you could really see, everything was decisive. It was just, you guys knew exactly what you were doing, how you were going to do it. Plays came in quick. The kids weren't standing there just waiting on you. Yep. It looked fluid last night.
Yeah, I think we were, and even as a coach, it was my 15th year overall, and it's just like being a player. That week one, there's you're still trying to get back into the scheme of things. Yep. and really understand everything. And that was last week. I was always, okay, let's run this, and I'm like, no, and Coach McCauley told me last night, go with your gut. Don't second guess anything. Go with your gut, and that's what we did. And offensively, we didn't have the best night, but they gave us fits, and we knew they would. Mediapolis is a good football team, and we knew they were going to give us some fits. They slant like crazy and just try to kind of just cause chaos up front, and with their 3 guys or 4 guys up front, and let the linebackers flow. And having what Brock was out, so Landon Griner stepped in to snap his first varsity game. Billy Kindred, Dylan Renner, hurt his knee. He stepped in last week for his first action. At least he got a full week of practice with that first group this week, and stepped in there, and I thought did a really good job. And so 2 new bodies right on our quick side with a quick end that's playing that position for the first year in Chase Searin. So those 3, it was kind of a question mark. Can we handle it? In the first half, that's kind of where they were attacking. They know we pull. They're going to shoot guys through those gaps, and it took a little bit, but we ended up kind of changing our blocking scheme up front, leaving the strong guard to help, and we saw the second half that was successful.
With the camo jerseys last night on the sideline, kind of looked like the MASH unit. We got quite a few guys out right now. And how do we come out after the games? I seen Myson, he was kind of limping, told me he had a high ankle sprain, but after him, where are we at?
The fresh soft curtain raiser had a few dings, and that's where our injuries came from last night. Varsity guys, we came out unscathed, and so if we feel good about that. Leaving last week, having 3 varsity starters down, we got 1 of them back, still 2 of them down. But again, you step in, next guy up. That's what it is. That's why you practice. That's why you get reps. You got to be able to step in and execute.
Yeah. And really, what a special night, military night last night. With everything, Sergeant Green Lee Crawford put on, you, yourself. I mean, just to make it fun for the boys, and really what a special night.
It was a great experience. I think that was one of the best nights we've had, and military appreciation wise, we had the huge flag on the crane. Cedric Dobbins brought the bike that he made, in memory of his father that passed, and it was a special night. He brought us out there, engine roaring, guys were ready, guys were focused, and we were just excited to get out there and really show us what we got.
Yep. And my last question here, I got to ask, big week of football. How did you prepare mentally yourself after your loss Thursday night with Nebraska?
Don't even go there, man. Don't even go there. I was excited. I was excited to see. Hey, man, I was excited to see how we played. Defense played well. Offense struggled, but that's going to come around. If we didn't fumble there right at the end, we win the game. And some penalties, some interceptions, a fumble. That's what loses football games, and we did that. But I know Coach Rule will get that cleaned up. I'm definitely drinking the Rule-Aid.
And finally, hey, next week, another big game, another big 2A school, Mid-Prairie. They got us last year. Hopefully this is a little revenge week. Big game. But anyway, if you just want to.
Yeah, they're 0-2 right now, but the two teams they played are two really quality opponents, Wilton and Regina. And, we're going to have to come to play. I mean, we've got the revenge on our mind this week. They're going to be trying to get out of the hole like we were last week, week 3, going 0-2 and then finding that way and finding that spark. So we're not looking at records. We're focusing on us. Play up to your potential, do your jobs, and we're going to win that ball game.
Excellent. Thank you, Coach, for coming
thank
on.
you.
Thank you.
Go Cobras.
Let's talk about another victory next week, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys, once again, while we're in between coaches, we'll get Rick back up here and make our picks for next week. And, again, just watch for the Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week poll. That'll be going up on Monday. I'm sure we'll be featuring lots of our area athletes in that poll. Again, congratulations to Evan Vidito of SK Football, our first Athlete of the Week from Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. As always, a big thanks to Brothers Market here in Sigourney for sponsoring and being our host for today's sports section. Are we going to do some rapid-fire picks? I think we're all going to the Iowa football game here in a minute.
We are.
Yes, we are.
So
Yes,
let's
we
roll
are.
through this quick.
All right. Well, first of all, last week's winners was Rick and Steve. So
right.
before you two take off, grab a watermelon.
Grab a
Grab a watermelon for your victory.
Melon of
okay?
your choice.
That one, it sounds like.
Yeah, this week's picks. We're going to start off here with we're switch it up a little bit here, guys. Colorado at TCU.
I'm just not a Dion fan, so I have to go with TCU on this one. I'm just not a big fan of
I
Dion.
am a Dion fan, but I don't think he has anything for TCU, unfortunately.
I like prime time, but yeah, TCU.
I'm going with the Horned Frogs. UNI at Iowa State. This is a big one here today. I think should be a pretty good game.
I believe so, and I think there will be an upset names today. They're unfortunately in the same problem Iowa is, maybe with some of this gambling stuff that's unfair, fair, whatever you want to call it. So it's easy for me to pick the Panthers against Iowa State, so I'll go UNI.
I'm going UNI.
I'll go with Iowa State. What the heck? I'll go against the grain.
My favorite color is purple, so I am definitely going with the UNI Panthers.
All right.
LSU at Florida State. A couple highly ranked
It
teams
is some
here.
highly ranked teams. Let's go with LSU.
Taking Florida State.
LSU.
I'm staying with the purple. I'm going LSU. North Carolina versus South Carolina at South Carolina. This is another pretty good battle here.
I'll go with the Gamecocks.
Same. I'm going with the Gamecocks.
I'm definitely going with Carolina.
Blue or red?
Can't lose.
Blue or
Can't
red?
lose that way, Steve.
Eastern Carolina. No, I'll go with North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm going with North Carolina too. I think they're going to take care of South Carolina. Obviously, Mid-Prairie at SK.
Sigourney Keota. That's going to be a great game. We'll get back to
Well,
it.
Regina kind of thumped on them 51-19 last night, so I'm going to go SK.
Yes, SK all the way.
I think the Cobras get revenge next week, and I think they're going to roll Mid-Prairie. So, and then our final bonus 2-point game.
2 point.
Now it's a little odd here. Utah State at Iowa, but we're playing the line, and the line is 23.5. Can the Hawks score 24 points?
Yeah,
Rick,
absolutely. It's going to be 38-13 Iowa.
I'm going to take the over with Iowa.
Hawks. Go Hawks.
I'm going to say go Hawks 42-3.
2-3. I like it.
Nope, and those are our picks for the week. Rick, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah.
Thanks for sponsoring.
I will not be here next week. We're heading off to see Morgan Wallen, so keep the fort under control and do your best with our melons here, and see what you can sell.
We'll take care of the melons.
All right.
So we got to find a special guest picker next week
Guest
for
picker
you.
next week. Or
Or you can send someone in to pick for you.
yeah, maybe I'll bring Morgan Wallen down with me.
There
after
we
the
go.
game.
That'd be
We'll
all
find
right.
out.
That'd be all
Yeah,
right.
that would be all right. Well, Steve, thanks for the show today.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. We do thank all of our sponsors for making all of our broadcasts possible. And, of course, a big thanks to Brothers Market here in Sigourney for today's sports section.